Good afternoon, everybody. We are finally back, and we have got Frank first in the chat. What's going on, Frank? Frank, Gorilla, Nick, FC to Wit, Dark Bro, Gorilla. We got Moji, Dark Bro, Tim, Moji, Dark Bro, Moji. All of you guys. Thank you very much for being in here. Let's check the market out, see what's happening right now. We've got AMC in the top left-hand side of the screen, moving a little bit after hours. Closing the day around $8.30, sitting at $8.46, $8.53 after hours right now. This is like the most after hours action we've seen since the settlement was denied. Shiba Inu coin. Look, dude, this is a dead coin right here. I'm just gonna let you guys know. This is absolutely ridiculous what Shiba Inu coin is doing. This is not right. Look at this. This is one of the top 20 coins in the world. This is one of the best meme coins out there. This price action is going to destroy Shib. GameStop sitting at $14.72. Shiba Inu coin, the bottom left again. We're going to turn it to the NASDAQ. NASDAQ finishing 0.12% lower on the day today. 13,219. Bouncing back a little bit from this morning's trading action. Not a bad afternoon gain. Dogecoin sitting at 6.1 cents. Ethereum 16.17. Shiba 7.18. We've got Bitcoin sitting at 27,479. The SPY closing just slightly lower today, 0.04% lower. QQQ 0.07% lower. Mullen Auto 47 cents. Sundial $1.71. Netflix 3.72. Highcroft Mining 27 cents and sitting up 3% to 28 cents after hours. MPW closing at 5.31. Tesla closing at 2.60. Joby 6.37 and 92.96 cents for TMC. We're going to watch Bitcoin down on the bottom left. We're going to watch AMC moving around after hours, and I don't know why it's doing that. So we're going to keep our eye on that as well. Let's zoom in on Bitcoin so you guys can actually see if something happens there. And that's a little bit better of a chart. And, of course, Shiba in the top right doing nothing. You guys, that's Braille if I've ever seen it before. You have some mower grease on your face. Do I? Yeah, I probably do, man. I was literally under that mower. I probably do have some mower grease on my face. I know I got some mower grease like all up my arm. Dude, this mower, man, literally it could have been the death of me because I was right down by the road and I was under the mower. So if some idiot was driving his car and, veered off into my driveway, yeah, it was going to be bad news for me. So it literally could have been the death of me. It wasn't. And for some reason, the drive belt slipped off. I got it back on, and I was able to get it back up in the garage. So the drive belt looked like it was a little torn up. So I may try to mow my lawn after the live stream just to finish it up because it's supposed to rain and start to get pretty cold here. So I want to get that done, but I'm going to need a new drive belt, I think. And listen to Gorilla Invictus. Let's get it. We have 12 likes right now. Just an easy 12 likes. Guys, I don't know what it was. I think this is this morning's Shiba Inu coin video. I think is the worst performing Shiba Inu coin video I have done since I started doing Shiba Inu coin videos. So everybody is very, very lethargic today. 12 people in the chat right now. Views down drastically on Shiba Inu coin. The least you could do is make it quality over quantity. Listen to Gorilla and smash that like button as you're in here. Tim says, driving but listening. Hey, everybody, got a bit of news for the bros. Fill you in when I get home. I want to know, Tim. I want to know. Clay, singing the Mower Blues. I was singing the Mower Blues, but I got it back up in the garage. So I know that's what the problem was. I think that the drive belt may just be a little loose and fell off, or hit a stick and fell off, or did something and fell off. So I'm glad I got it back up there. What's going on, Hemi Life? How you doing, Midget? No, I really do probably have some mower grease on my face, man. It might be like in my beard somewhere right here, but I was literally under the mower and my face was hitting the transmission. So I know I've got some grease in some places. Clay Bro, whole lot of YouTube, the whole of YouTube calling Bitcoin to 30 to 40,000. Can you give a trend that they're talking about? You just type Bitcoin, everyone's bullish. Not financial advice, a fake out. What is it? Maybe your bacon is on the way. Well, that would be pretty sweet. Let's let him fill the bros in when he gets home, because that would be pretty sweet. Let's see here. Bitcoin 30,000 daily. Oh man. I don't see the technical trend that takes Bitcoin to 30,000 anytime soon. Okay? Now, maybe if you just ignore these other two lows that were hit, you might have 30,000 way out here at the beginning of 2024. Nobody wants to wait that long, and I don't think we should ignore these two lower lows that make a perfect trend line right here. Right now, man, I am actually still short-term bearish on Bitcoin, technically speaking, okay? So if you're looking at this trend line after topping out at about 31.2 or 31.8, 32,000, we've been hitting lower highs since then. And you can see tapping that 31.8, tapping it here at 32, tapping it here at 27.5, and on our way back down right now. So I personally believe that the short-term trend is bearish. Now, absolutely, long-term, I'll get on board all day with you guys that the long-term trend for Bitcoin is overwhelmingly bullish. Right? You can look at this long-term trend going all the way back to 2019 here. Overwhelmingly bullish. And anytime we rip away from this line right here, we should probably consider taking profits. So very similarly to when it ripped here, okay, we pulled back. When it ripped here, didn't pull all the way back, but it eventually did in 2022. If we get a massive bull market rally up to $60, $70, $80, $90,000 on Bitcoin, dude, it's most likely going to pull back and hit this mean. It does have a long-term trend that it is following. I believe that the long-term trend on Bitcoin is absolutely bullish, but in the short term, it's going to take a minute before we can really break back up above this 28,000. But if we break back up above 28, yeah, then I say we're going 30. 40 is a different case. We got to break 32, and 32 has been very difficult to break. What's our best chance? A Bitcoin spot ETF. I'd say that's our best chance at breaking out and hitting Bitcoin 30 to 40,000. But right now, I'm still short-term technical being bearish. Show me the Monet. I don't have any Monets. I do have like probably $6 in my wallet right here, so I could show you that money, but no Monets in this house. Retirement or the Roth and the long-term retirement portfolio combined to close up 0.17% today. Today's top three, ABR. Number two, Coney. And today's champion of the portfolio, USAC, for the second day this week. Very nice, Frank. And Frank, man, that $1.20 dividend, I was looking at the payouts earlier on the yield maxes. That $1.20 dividend on Coney is going to be looking very nice, man. Hey, you need to see the name of the person playing you in fantasy football this... my phone's charging downstairs. And I don't really remember my password. I'll have to look at it, Mo. I'll have to look at it. You can tell me if you want, but I don't know. I don't know if I remember my password for it. And I'm logged in on my phone. My phone's downstairs charging. And if you post the link in the Discord, I don't know if it'll log me in or not. Because I did log in on this computer before, but I don't remember. I don't know if my password's saved. Let's see. The Monet, absolutely. Today's been a long day. Hope everybody's chilling. I'm ready to be home. Hemi life, man. Today has been a long day, dude. I tried to go out, and by the way, the bunny is still doing good. I went outside. I let the bunny play around outside for about a half hour, 45 minutes this afternoon, and he enjoyed it. He ate one clover, and then basically came back and sat in my hand, so I brought him upstairs and was going to mow the lawn, and of course that turned into a not mow the lawn. Hello, sir. Any news out there in AMC? Alfredo Matthias? Alfredo. Now, there's always news surrounding AMC, okay? It depends on what you're looking for in terms of news. If it's short squeeze news, I would say that is going to be a very difficult thing to see come to fruition now. If you're looking about fundamental news, what we're seeing is a lot of, large singers probably seeing very large payouts by AMC. So Adam Aaron getting exclusive rights with Taylor Swift and Beyonce for some of these concerts. Now, everybody's extremely excited about this because they believe it's going to bring billions of dollars to AMC. But you have to wonder, how much did Adam Aron and AMC, and I don't know the answer, maybe the answer is already floating around out there. How much did Adam Aron pay for those rights? Now think about it. When Adam Aron thought it was the greatest thing ever to get Nicole Kidman to do that commercial, he paid her $25 million to do that commercial. What did that commercial get us? Absolutely nothing. People were going to AMC regardless. These apes that have committed to the cult of AMC will go see a movie every weekend for the rest of their lives, and they don't need a commercial to choose AMC over Cinemark. So I think Adam Aron is really trying to pay his celebrity crushes right now in terms of getting exclusive content. Nicole Kidman, Taylor Swift, Beyonce. It will turn into revenue, absolutely, but I believe a lot of that revenue is going to be eaten up by Adam Aron's payouts to them. Mo versus Mr. 10% Forte. Let's get started. Moji, if that's your name on there, I absolutely love it because you're about to get smashed, dude. This is going to be, have you lost yet? Because if you have not, this is going to be your first loss. I'm ready for this week, man. Now I know we just skipped all the comments about TikTok. I didn't see it. Emmy Life, if you sent a thing about TikTok, it did not come over, man. For real, did not come over. I see the one that says, now I know he just skips all the things about TikTok. Above that, today, been a long day, hoping and chilling ready for home. Yeah, above that, what's up? Above that, nothing. So if you sent one about TikTok, I didn't see man. Hey bro, which is short or long KAS right now or wait? Oh, I know you're going for a short-term trade, PS5, right? Because Caspa, man, I'm not in it yet, but I am bullish. I think Caspa's got one of the greatest bear market graphs that I have ever seen. So we can take a look at that here. That's Polygon. But we want to see Caspa. Caspa's got one of the best bear market graphs that I have ever seen. And this is actually a decent entry point right here. Yeah, this is actually a decent entry point right here. So I wish we had TradingView with Caspa, but you can see these higher highs really being hit. And if you look at this trend line, it is basically falling perfectly and potentially going to come right back down here to the 4-cent mark, which would mark an excellent entry on this longer term graph. Now, if that line gets broken, okay, there's a couple lines that you can look at. The much more conservative ascending trend line that is basically held up since it started. And you could see Caspa fall back down to about 3 cents, depending on the time frame, before that long-term trend line would hold up. The shorter-term trend line is much more aggressive, and these higher lows that have been being hit would pull you back to about 4 cents right now, or potentially a little bit above if it takes a little while longer to hit that trend line. So it is phenomenal, man. You are looking at a 256x gain in Caspa since its inception. Every dollar you invested turned into $256. That is phenomenal, my friends. That literally, if you invested $1,000, you'd have $250,000 right now. Simply waiting in Caspa for the last year and 5 months. Absolutely incredible to see that type of action right there. Long-term bullish, short-term possibly bearish, back down to about the 4-cent mark if you're following a more, I guess, shorter-term trend line right there. So I'm still bullish long-term on Caspa, man. It's got one of the best bear market graphs that I've seen. Let's see, Clay, do you have any information on dormers? No? Hashtag Solar Warrior. No, Moji. I think I know what my password is. I just don't want to try logging in right here. I'm already logged in on the phone, and I've made my lineup changes for this week already. You are definitely going to lose. This is going to be your first loss, and I'm going to love it. Did you check mine out? No, Hemi, I did not do anything except I made sure that Bunny was okay this afternoon, played with him outside, and then literally messed with my mower all afternoon long after that. It was a mess, dude. My dry belt came off. I was stuck down by the road again, and that was horrible. So I didn't have time to look at any social media in between the live streams there. So very sorry about that. Do you follow me on TikTok? If you follow me on TikTok or send me a message on there, it might be a lot easier for me to remember because it'll show up as a notification on my phone. Clebro, are there factors, including the concert by Taylor, call me sellout Swift, that may result in an AMC pop to $10 to $13? I don't see it, but it was from someone who means well without brainwashing. That is the only that is short term only though. So Frank, quite possibly, but like I said, I don't know how much Adam Aaron is paying these girls, and I truly believe that we're not going to see the type of profit that a lot of these retail investors are hoping for on Twitter. Yes, I think it's going to raise revenue. Yes, I think we're going to see a nice big revenue increase, the same way you do when you got movies like Avatar coming out and the Avengers, and, these major blockbuster movies. Barbie was another big one that recently hit. So these major blockbuster movies, they come out and they do raise a lot of revenue. But is it enough to justify billion-dollar swings in the overall company? I would say no, especially on AMC right here. Let's see where we're at. A $1.6 billion market cap. If it jumps up to 13 to 15 bucks, dude, you're literally talking about adding $1 billion to AMC's market cap. There's not much technical resistance until you get back up to this $30 mark. But because we've been diluted so bad, I'd say we would get held up in the area you're talking about here between $12 and maybe $14. So is there potential? Yeah, there's potential, man. I mean, look, we've had a very stagnant graph. It keeps getting caught in this area right here at $8, $9 per share. Boom, can't do it. And it's really been trying to break back up a little bit. If it does break up of this, look, you got to really stretch this graph out on the daily to see. But if it does break out of this little area right in here, couldn't do it today either. If it breaks out of this $8 to $9 range, I do think you're probably going to see a pretty quick test of almost $11 there. Now, a lot of people would say that you are guaranteed to come fill this gap at $20 a share. They say gap fills have to take place. And interestingly enough, if that's the case, you basically have to see a gap fill all the way back up here to $43 as well. Dude, if AMC filled the gap all the way back up here at $43, that would be a phenomenal rise. Now, does AMC justify a $6, $7, $8 billion valuation? I mean, that's debatable. In their current form, the book value per share is negative $43. So I think they're going to have a pretty difficult time getting back up to a positive $43 valuation, knowing that they are so far underwater. But, dude, I mean, if you look, you're really not that far off, even with a technical move, regardless of what Taylor Swift and Beyonce do. Dude, I just know. I mean, I just have such a strong feeling if AMC were to gap back up to $43 or were to gap back up to $20, you know what I think is going to happen? Somebody put their guess. You know what I think is going to happen the moment it gaps back up like that? I'll let you guys get your guesses out there, but I have a pretty good idea of what's going to happen as soon as it starts to rise. I missed a holiday. You may have, man. If you did, I didn't know about it. Let's see. Would love to see that with Brocoin. I would love to see anything with Brocoin. Let me say this though. I don't know if I'm going to be buying and endorsing Brocoin. Let me just say that, right? And I don't know if Ken's in here or not, but any coin that I essentially don't have control of, I don't know if I can necessarily endorse it and say go buy it and all of that stuff. I know it's going to have the word bro on it and all of that, but I don't want anybody in here being like, oh, well, you know, Clay's not buying and it's not a good thing. Or, oh, well, yeah, if I do buy it, I'm probably not going to tell you guys about it. I don't want to be the guy that, you know, endorses Brocoin, but then Ken has all the control of it, right? I don't know if that is necessarily right. So I want to point that out before Brocoin actually gets listed and becomes a thing, and then everybody hates me if it goes down. I want to make that known that I'm not going to sit here and endorse Brocoin simply because it's got the bro name on it when I have zero control over it. So please be aware of that. Just to let you guys know. You need AAA, dude. I do need AAA for my Mower emoji. There are not. Are there? Oh, there are. Not are there, Clay bro. Clay bro. There are factors, including the concept by Taylor Swift, that may result. Okay, gotcha. I don't see it, but it was from someone. Well, then I just went on that whole rant for nothing because I thought you were asking. Oh my gosh, Frank. Clay bro, let's just compare the Bitcoin trend versus Shib. I really still want to believe the dollar cost average in Shib for the 700s, but where we stand with Sleeping Giant, not financial advice. Let's take a look at it. I sent you a message. I don't know if you follow me, so it may not go through, but I hit the follow button again, so you should get it. All right, perfect. Temmie Life. I don't know if I follow you or not on TikTok, but I'll check it out. Looking really quick at the overall trend on Shiba Inu coin. And it's probably going to be easier with both of these here. The overall trend on Bitcoin versus the overall trend on Shiba Inu coin. This is the minute we need the daily here. Bitcoin has actually been performing much better over 2023 than Shiba Inu coin has been performing over 2023. Look at this here. Shiba Inu coin is actually down on the year from about 800 points per coin to 700 points per coin. Why? We've got a major spike that brought us back up to about 1,500 points, and that was on Shibarium expectations. Another spike on Shibarium expectations, and expectations continue not to be met. So Bitcoin is actually doing very well. Shiba Inu coin is kind of fading. Now, I do put such a large kind of emphasis on 700 points per coin on Shiba Inu coin because as you can see, in this right here should really be another big red line. But Shiba Inu coin at this level is the lowest that it's been since it made a name for itself. Very, very briefly coming down into the 600 point per coin range and only ever wicking down to that 500 point per coin range. But Shiba Inu coin has always felt most comfortable when it is above this 700 point per coin mark. And since it emerged on the scene, that's like the lowest of the low. So below 700 points per coin, I legitimately am nervous about Shib. Yes, you could accumulate, but you're looking for a major, major comeback if it drops down to those levels because 100 and 200 points per coin is the only technical level of support left on the screen. So that's what I'd watch out for on Shib. Bitcoin, man, Bitcoin's actually been bullish all year. Bitcoin's been slowly growing, so I like Bitcoin at the moment. Shib is pretty dirty at the moment and showing a lot of negativity as it cannot hold on to a gain. Whereas Bitcoin can. I mean, Bitcoin has been slowly trending higher, even though the recent price action has been coming off that $31,000, $32,000 level back down to 26, 27, 28. Let's see. Got to catch back up. Oh, the money is under the table. None. It will hit the stock. I know I missed something on that night, cow. Sorry. Get it back in the chat if you want. So dark. 432 trillion, 17 billion liquidity pool. Burn half, 3% tax. The rest sent to the contracts. Thoughts? Dude, I want to see what happens with this. I like the idea of this experiment. It's horrible as the reverse split and conversion, not to mention a total Richard move, but they have secured the maturity of their debts until 2025. So they've staved off bankruptcy for another potential 2 years, which is very good, Frank, which is very good. That's how rugs happen. Oh, man. Nobody likes rugs, guys. Nobody likes rugs. Dormers, new capital investment company, potentially will a breakthrough on Wall Street. Owner is B-Mans. P.S. Okay, I don't know anything about Dormers. What are they doing, though? Is it solar? Is that why you said solar before? A decent tax percentage and tokenomics. Let's get started. Yeah, 3%, man. People are going to be able to afford a 3% tax all day. Number 10, light from the Kansas. Oh my gosh. If Amanda and Dakota's True Love is only the 10th like, and there's 30 of you guys sitting in here right now, come on, you can do better. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hit you with an ad because it's 4:30. That's what I'm going to do. Let's bring that up right here, and boom! Clicked you with an ad. Make sure to click the like button, guys. Which one do you think will be the biggest winner in the next bull run? XRP, Matic, Kronos. And for memes, Baby Doge, Shib, Elon, and Pepe. The biggest percentage gain winner, is that what you're talking about, CD Wit? The biggest percentage gain winner. All right. And please know that I will justify this, but it's not guaranteed. I think that the biggest CD Wit finally got an ad. I love it. All right, CD Wit. This is just a prediction, right? It's a guess. It's a hypothesis, really. I'll try to justify it, but obviously it doesn't mean that it's guaranteed. Kronos. I think Kronos would be the biggest winner in the next bull market. Why? To me, it's got the best upside for bull market swings. Yes, Matic is going to go up. Yes, you're going to see gains in XRP. XRP to me is a longer term, just watch this company become what it's going to be, and $1 trillion valuations way down the road. Kronos, nobody, I'm telling you, nobody is signing up for cryptocurrency exchanges right now. Literally nobody, guys. Nobody's even used a Webull link in like the last 3 or 4 weeks, and it's been one person in probably the last like 3 or 4 months that's really signed up for Webull. And same deal with KuCoin. KuCoin sent me a warning message that if I don't keep getting people to sign up, I'm falling below their metrics. What am I supposed to do with KuCoin when KuCoin literally won't let US users use their platform? So it's a very brutal space for centralized exchanges right now. When they start to see bull market activity and they start to increase their daily active users, I think that Kronos or Crypto.com coin is going to soar. I think they've got the largest percentage gain possibility in the next bull market because I think you're going to see a huge influx of retail investors during the bull market FOMO event. XRP is just the decade-long winner. I think that their business is going to grow to multiple trillions of value, and I think just Polygon is going to see some nice gains as well. In terms of meme coins, man, I really don't know where they all stand. I hope that it is Shib. It could be, listen, I don't know about Pepe. I don't know if Pepe's got what it takes to really revitalize itself during the next bull market. The community in Shib's going to stay around. I don't know if the community in Pepe is going to stay around. So I'm just guessing on Shib on that one. Memes are crazy, though. Nice, Night Cow. I need a holiday, too. That was just a random thought, Clay. Most of my chat was about my holiday. Night Cow. All right, good. At least you explained it, and I don't feel that lost anymore. Same, Mo. Anything capitalizing off Clay's brand without approval makes me uncomfortable. Hey, dude, listen, it's like Shib, dude. It's like Shib. You guys can do it. I just don't have to endorse it. Got an ad. CD Wit, thank you very much. Hopefully you watched the second one and skipped that second one and got me 2 ad views instead of 1. Hawaii, after the first of the year planned. Boom, baby. Moji, you're going to enjoy that one. Also, I never made it home for lunch. The YieldMax spreadsheet will be ready for after work this evening. Very nice, Frank. I'm sure a lot of people are actually going to be looking at that to see what all of those dividends look like, because I know those dividends were looking pretty juicy, man. I got an ad. Frank got an ad. Thank you very much. Shiba Inu got an ad. All right, man. Thank you, guys. You guys are throwing pennies left and right. I love it right now. Hey, bro, why did the dollar DXY and Bitcoin dump at the same time a few hours ago? And what can we expect looking at the total crypto market dump as well? CD Wit, you're welcome. Interesting. I did not know that the dollar jumped off this afternoon. Let's try to take a look at a shorter term graph the DXY. Ah, man, look. This is the dollar I can kind of explain just by looking at this chart we've got here. Look, you know we put these lines on here a few days ago, maybe last week or something. I forget exactly what time it was. But the dollar coming up, testing 3 days ago, this line almost perfectly, okay? It jumped up and wicked up. You had your little, it's not a true doji, but you had your turnaround candle right here. And that's exactly what it did. Essentially bounced off this horizontal support, and it came right back down. Let me say this, man. If it doesn't wick down tomorrow, what are you expecting based on this graph right here? And you know what, PS5, you can check this out tomorrow because I'm sure I might forget to bring it back up. What are you expecting for tomorrow's price action based on this chart? If you start to see the DXY open up and bounce in the morning, what are you going to be doing? If it breaks through this ascending trend line, where are you looking out for? Oops. I mean, you're almost perfectly in the middle of this channel between 107 and 105.50. If it falls through this ascending trend line tomorrow, it may just wick down a little bit, very similar to these candles right here. But this ascending trend line has been holding up almost perfectly since July, middle of July here. I would expect a bounce tomorrow. I would expect it to bounce off this trend line and begin moving higher. If it dips down, please be very careful. It could wick, yes, but if it dips down and it confirms below, I think you're touching 105.50 again. So that's what I'd be looking out for on the DXY tomorrow. I'd actually expect a rebound simply based on this technical pattern. Now, clearly, government could come out tomorrow and say, oh, we're going to print another $1 trillion, and the dollar could tank even further. That's simply technical analysis, takes nothing into consideration if there's economic reports coming out tomorrow. I don't know what the economic calendar for tomorrow looks like. I don't know if the Fed's got anything planned, or if there's any wars that are planned to begin tomorrow. I don't know that. So hopefully it follows technical analysis and bounces right off that level. DXY, dump it. Well, I mean, it is pretty elevated right now. So if you guys want to short the dollar, go ahead, short the dollar. Let's Shib dump. Looking to stock up. I'm not looking to stock up anymore, man. I don't want to stock up on anything. I came in at 130, just in time to miss the... Well, Bree guy, you got to leave and come back. You got to leave and come back then. If you're coming in on the 30 mark so you can miss the ad, leave and come back so you get hit with another ad, or I'm going to hit you with one right now. Yes, let's Shib dump. I will load my bag. Oh my god, no, guys, I don't want Shiba Inu coin to dump anymore. I got enough. I don't want to load any more bags with it. Tomorrow's you know what? Let's look. Shiba Inu. Tomorrow could be the jobs report. I don't actually know, but it's very easy to find out. So, let's just see what we got tomorrow. See if anything is going to be affecting the dollar tomorrow. All right. Tomorrow's Friday, October 6th. We got some stuff coming out of Europe, nothing big. Yes, so we got the labor report coming out tomorrow. We're going to know average hourly earnings. We got the non-farm payrolls report. So non-farm payrolls coming out at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. Canadian currency might get hit a little bit. We got net change in unemployment coming in both... Well, essentially coming in for... We got an employment data coming in tomorrow for the U.S. and Canada. Let's put it that way. Let's see. And that's it. That's all the major news. We do have somebody from the Federal Reserve speaking tomorrow, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Your major news is going to happen before the market opens at 8:30, and you're looking at the non-farm payrolls there in terms of the economic calendar. Really the only thing you should watch out for tomorrow. Actually, what was consensus? Was it good or bad? All right, non-farm payrolls. All right, so consensus is actually lower than last week, or last month, sorry. Last month, we added 187,000 non-farm payrolls. They're expecting to add 170,000 non-farm payrolls tomorrow. If they add over 170, should be good news. If they add under 170, it's going to be bad news. So please keep that in mind. The non-farm payrolls report coming out tomorrow. Consensus is 170. If it comes in lower, it's going to be bad. If it comes in higher, it's going to be good. Bag's already loaded. No more dip money left. That's what I'm saying. Next level. My gosh, dude. There's so much dip money been used to lick up the dips. It's crazy right now. We need to see some rips and no more dips. I want an ad, Clay. I want an ad. Anybody else want an ad? If enough of you guys want an ad out there, I'll hit you with one. I'm over here like the 69 boys. Dip, baby, dip. No, we don't want to dip anymore, Kenneth. We want to rip. You guys, yeah. All right, consensus says you guys want to get hit in the head with another ad. I'll hit you in the head with another ad right now. 442, you got one, man. Hey, bro, if you put $1,000 in Bitcoin at the right price, where would that be from now? Not willing to lose at least half. Ooh. All right, well, no leverage trade. Okay, because clearly I think you're going to lose more than half if you're on a leverage trade there. If you didn't want to lose more than all right, that's actually a very interesting point, because you're basically asking, do I believe that Bitcoin has already bottomed? And I actually do. Okay, I actually do. Unless some sort of a major scandal takes place and we see another FTX collapse. So, assuming we don't see Coinbase go bankrupt or Binance collapse or anything like that, I think based on previous bull and bear market cycles, I think that the bottom has already been put in at that $15,000 per Bitcoin that we were seeing. Now, that might be hard to swallow. And that absolutely could change. There's a lot of external factors out there that could change it. Strictly speaking on technical analysis, every bear market cycle has seen the low hit a year after the bull market cycle ended. So the end of 2013 resulted in the low being hit at the beginning of 2015. The end of 2017 resulted in the low being hit at the beginning of 2019. The end of 2021, the bull market cycle, the low was hit. This is following that same pattern at the beginning of 2023. In this situation, it may have actually been December of 2022, but who's going to argue over a month time period there? If that same cycle is hit, we've already bottomed out. So theoretically, based on your desire not to hit less than or not to lose more than 50% of your portfolio there, I would say you're safe to enter now. But I do believe we're going to see a little bit lower prices here, and especially if the Bitcoin spot ETFs don't get approved or you've got some other negative catalysts out there. So short term, man, I'm still looking at entry points at the 25 and 22. If you want to allow Bitcoin to come back down a little bit, I do think you could hit 25 down here, 22. 18 to me would be a little sketchy at this point. We've seen some decent growth. So I'd be looking to stay in the 20 range, unless, of course, you get a pretty big catalyst out there to drive you back down. But with the same cycle repeating itself, boom, spiking up, bottom happening in 2018, 2019 here. After the 2017 rally, boom, bottom happening right here. End of 28, you guys can see it, right? So, boom, spikes up. Bottom happens right here at very end. I guess it's December of 2018. Boom, spikes up in 2021 because I can't go back to 2013 on Webull. Boom, spikes up, end of 2021. That would essentially put the bottom right here at the end of 2022, very beginning of 2023. Exact same pattern that you saw on the last one. Now, this one here, man, what do you see after that? It took a while. From 2018 at this low, you had some nice gains. You went from 3,000 to 13,000. That's a big gain. Pulled back a little bit, 50, 60% losses. We're swinging right now. And then it rips. So, same deal, man. We come up, you see some nice gains. It doubles in price, and it can fall back down to 18,000. That wouldn't be impossible. But then it rips up. And how high does it go? 100? 200? I mean, if there's money out there from institutions, it's an absolute possibility. But based on the 3 previous bear market cycles, the bottom has already been hit at 15. And that's 100% technically speaking. That has nothing to do with any news that could come out. Elon always pumps Doge on Halloween. Well, guys, go buy some Doge if he's going to dress his dog up and post a picture. Nanos ad. Did anybody else get... Oh, a battery ad. You guys are getting ads. I like it, man. I'm VIP. No ads here. Hemi Life. Come on. Well, Hemi Life... I actually like VIP too. So if you are a YouTube premium user and you only watch my channel, they split your YouTube premium with me. If you watch me and somebody else, they split it with me and somebody else. If you watch 100 different channels, they split it 100 different ways. Okay, I lied. 6-minute ad? Seriously? Just to let you guys know, I mean, I don't think that there's any difference in 6-minute ads or, 6-second ads. Skip them all. It's just better if you skip the second ad because that counts as 2 ad views. Watching the whole ad. No, you don't have to watch the whole ad. Only watch the second ad, or only watch the first ad if it's very short. You don't have to watch the whole ad. Clicking skip, they buy skippable ads. If they want to pay more for a non-skippable ad, they do that. But literally watching the whole ad doesn't increase ad revenue at all. It's just if you watch the whole first ad and click the second one. If it's an extra 6 seconds of your life, okay, it's up to you at that point to decide whether or not to do it. Claybro, just check futures commodities market. Looking like we should be in decent shape for tomorrow. Market sentiment is positive unless there's downside push tonight to the morning. I'm hoping, so if sentiment's looking good, maybe people are expecting a decent jobs report and the dollar's going to hold up tomorrow. If the dollar holds up, you usually see a decent catalyst over there. But commodities are they're usually always leveraged if you're trading Forex and so on. So you got to watch out for that. But commodities are very heavily correlated to the economic calendar. SEC investigating Elon's purchase of Twitter. I mean, what the heck do they have to do to investigate? Next level, I have not a clue. The SEC and a lot of government hates Elon Musk for some reason. I cannot explain it. Okay? If it were logical, I could probably try to explain it. But it does not make sense why these regulators have such an issue with Elon Musk. I have no idea why. Later, broski's got to get ready for work. Dark Bro, enjoy your day, man. Thank you very much for being in here. Later, Dark Bro. See you next week. Good fantasy football luck this weekend. Absolutely. Clay, if there was another video on YouTube you would make so I can get to my army to watch, any insights for the future? PS5, what do you mean now? What do you mean? Is there any video, if there's any other video on YouTube you would make so I can get my army to watch, any insight for the future? What do you mean? Like just an in general economic video, an in general overlook at the economy or overlook of the general market, or what type of video are you talking about? They was sick commander on Elon Musk. Dude, they can, but what are they gonna do to Elon Musk, right? I mean, Elon Musk is the absolute man, and he does not care what these people say about him, and he does not care what they do to him, and he does not care if they investigate him. So you got me with why they hate him so much. That part's crazy, and I don't know why they do it. So let's come out. I wanted to see what was going on with some of these coins out here on CoinMarketCap real quick. Jumping into this one, yes, and what was I gonna? No. Oh, I wanted to see if Dark Bro made a good decision on Dork Lord. I wanted to see if he made a good decision on Dork. Ooh. Yeah, he still did. So he got out at the 1,200 point per coin range, and it came back down. So he got out, I think, in this area right here. And then it came back down to 11 right now. So Dark Bro absolutely did a very good job on Dorkle. And that's like the recent lowest that it's ever been. So he did do very good. I don't know if he's getting back in it or not, but I was wanting to check that out earlier today. I think Gensler is just looking for any kind of win he can find. Has Gensler won anything recently? Seriously, has Gensler won anything? Every time I read about the SEC, they're losing their court cases. Just got home. Anybody play put on Rivian? This guy did. Oh my gosh. Dude, Tim, I don't know when you would have bought a put on Rivian, but Rivian got Rivianed today. Down 23% and ripping way, way, way down through that support level. The put options were, oh my gosh. Guys, look at the put options that expire. I've never seen anything like this. This is an astronomical gain. Look at the put options on $20 for Rivian here. Today, if you would have bought them yesterday, they are up 17,900%. That is a 179x gain. Every dollar you would have bought, you would have made $179. If you would have dropped $1,000 in it, I don't know why you would have, but if you would have dropped $1,000, you would have made $179,000 in this put. Now, this is obviously the best put from yesterday. It's the largest gainer. It was probably somewhere near a penny yesterday, and then this is the price action you guys got on it. This is incredible. And same deal along these lines right here, man. 14,000%, 5,000, 3,500, 4,000% gains. It's just insane. Dude, you never see numbers like this. So if you would have put $1,000 on that, 179,000 you walked away with today. That is insane. It's because Elon went to the border. It could be because Elon went to the border. I did see that video that he posted. Let's see. Yep. Hi, Clay. Does Gala have a good... Ooh, Daniel. Interesting question. I don't know. So, technically speaking, yes. I like Gala at this in the sense that it's right back down to the support levels that have held up in the past at about 1.5 cents. And even at the beginning of 2023, it was able to rally up to 5-6 cents. So I think it's got a lot of potential, just technically speaking. However, one of the reasons that it's coming down so much is that I saw, I don't know, it's been a couple weeks or maybe a little over a month, that the founders of Gala were having some issues. If they can't get it together, I would be very skeptical about a future. If they can get it together, then I think that it's got a future, man. So I really don't follow it well enough to know, the day-to-day workings and what the developers and founders and things are doing. I just know that they were having some issues, and that's why it's fallen so low. But that would be my best guess, man. If they can get it together, yes. If they can't get it together, no. Let's see. I got out at 10%. Tim, very nicely done, man. That right there is the Forte money. And, I know that's not true because if you would have got in yesterday, which I don't know when you got in. If you got in today, maybe it is true because it already dropped pretty heavy. But if you would have gotten in yesterday, there's no way you would have only made a 10% gain because it closed all the way up here yesterday. I mean, you're looking at the close at 23.69. And the open today was 21.20. That would have been much larger than a 10% gain. So, I know you're fibbing on that one, man, if you got in yesterday. But like I say, I don't know when you got in. But 11%, man, that's where it's at. That ain't bad at all. Clay Bro, basically, so much on the charts, the Bitcoin XRP cast, and so many others would love to boost your channel to the moon. Let's do this. PS5, man, thank you very much. and look, you guys, if you want to share the videos, the content, all of that anywhere, please do. It seems like I know a ton about all of these charts, but you kind of do when you look at it all day, every day. You become very familiar with it. So it's almost like looking at the back of your hand. You know everything about it, and I can picture these charts with my eyes closed right now because we look at them all the time. You know, I look at them when I do videos. I look at them when we're doing the live streams. And you just become very, very comfortable with it. So, yeah, PS5, man, if you want to share the content, bring anybody in here. You guys know by now, I'm willing to answer any questions you got, and very comfortable doing so. So, no problems with that. And hey, man, if you don't want to share the content, no problems either. Man, if Mullen could move like Rivian, I would be banking. If it moves to the downside, though, is that you don't want that. Kenneth, me too. Mullen bros in here. Mullen bros in the sense that you guys are looking at puts, or Mullen bros in the sense that you guys own Mullen and want to see it rip to the upside. Oh my gosh. Gary Gensler got grilled last week on Capitol Hill. It was awesome. Dude, whenever anybody gets grilled on Capitol Hill, though, and I don't understand and I don't want to discuss this too much because I don't want YouTube getting mad, but they never answer the questions that they're asked. That's the only reason they're getting grilled. You know, if they just answered the questions, nobody would have an issue. But nobody ever answers the questions, and it makes them look so stinking bad. Just makes them look so stinking bad. Just answer the questions, guys. They might not like the answer, but just answer the question. It'll give you a little bit more credibility if you do. SPY ETF resistance at 420. Well, let's check it out. Clay, bro. Can Ethereum take over Bitcoin? Not financial advice. In gains and in profit perspective, looking at the price. Yeah. I do think that Ethereum probably will surpass Bitcoin in percentage gains during the next bull market rally, simply because it's got a lower market cap, and if they both continue to rise accordingly, Ethereum's probably going to outpace Bitcoin in terms of percentage gains. Will it overtake Bitcoin in market cap? I'm very skeptical that it'll overtake Bitcoin in market cap, though. The SPY support at 420. Let's see. Very, very little support at 420, but yes, you do have some support at 420 here. Let's just show you. So it's right here, and it's been testing that support over the last 3 days. Tested it 3 days ago, tested it yesterday, tested it today, bounced off of it every time. 3 days, though, it's a weak support at this point in time. It's very weak. And the only previous real levels you have at 420, recent time frame, is back here in June. And it was basically a 2-day test and then a nice break up. So I wouldn't consider it very heavy support, but it does have support at 420. If it falls below, you're most likely going to see the major support down at 410. And of course, below that, you could break down to 403. And then, of course, 390. So I'd be looking at essentially every $10 on the SPY. You're going to see some resistance there, or some support. Maybe to the upside. I didn't look to the upside there, but support essentially every $10 on the SPY. Got them all in. Saw that. Hey, bro, can Ethereum? Yes. And it is 5 o'clock, guys. I'm going to... I might test my luck. I don't know. I might go down to AutoZone. I don't know, but I need to probably get a new drive belt on the mower and mow my lawn. It's been like 2 weeks since I mowed the lawn, and I want to get it done before it starts raining. Get your names in the chat, guys. We're going to be doing some shout-outs, and then we will be back this evening with videos. Don't make me beg you, but please, begging you, make sure you guys watch the videos tonight because views today are obscenely low. Timmy! Thank you very much for 5 green names. Sam DeMan, ooh, classic. Sam DeMan getting a green name. Diddy Do That getting a green name. DC Fan for Life getting a green name. Johan Mobile getting a green name. And Mr. 55 getting that green name right there. Tim, dude, thank you very much for throwing those 5 green names out there. Everybody else, please say thank you to Tim on the way out. Click the like button on the way out. And of course, we will be back tonight with those videos. Tim, dude, absolutely appreciate it, man. You guys are are incredible. I'll just tell you that right now. You guys are incredible. We'll do these shout-outs, guys, and then we'll be back this evening. Daniel, man, see you later. Kenneth, enjoy it. Moji, PS5. Tim, enjoy it. We've got Kenneth, Tim, Kenneth, Shiba Inu, PS5, Future of Crypto. We've got Moji, Shiba Inu, Tim, with 5 green names. Sam the Man, did he do that? PS5, DC Fan for Life. Johan, Mr. 55, PS5, Night Cow. See you later. Moji, Shiba Inu, PS5. All of you guys. You know what time it is. You want to say it with me. Say it with me. Till the next time. Hope to each and every one of you have an awesome day. Timmy! Thank you again for the super chat. Let's see. Go to, what is that, Tractor Supply or Rural King for your mower belt. There's actually a Tractor Supply that is closer. There's a Tractor Supply that is closer than AutoZone, so I could go to Tractor Supply. Thank you very much for that, Tim. I probably will, and I don't know if I want it. I'm so skeptical about testing it. I want to get it mowed before it starts raining, but I don't know if I should. I might just make that pit stop first. Oh yes, what did Pika say? I forget what Pika said in that, but I don't think Pika's in here right now because I'm gonna have to do a little. Thank you very much, Pika Power, for the robot super chat. Thank you. I'm going to have to do that when Pika's in here. I don't think she's in here right now. But Moji, you're going to have to remind me next time we see Pika in here to do that. Tim, dude, thank you very much for the super chat. Looks like I'm going to Tractor Supply to grab that mower belt. And shout-outs to Tim, Moji, Hemi Life, all of you guys. You know what time it is. You want to say it with me, say it with me. Till the next time, hope to each and every one of you have an awesome day.